Alright, so coming out today, and I'm gonna be messing around with the PT. It's cold out there, so just gonna grab this package that was just dropped off. So have all the stuff for the front suspension, the Mustang 2 front suspension, cross member, all that. Finally got the hood latch unstuck, so I'm able to get the hood off. And then that just showed up. So looks a lot shorter than I was expecting, but I'll grab that here in a second, open it up. But yeah, today I'm gonna pretty much disassemble the front, start disconnecting stuff with the motor, and see how far we can get with pulling the motor today. Like I said, it probably won't all be out today, but get a good chunk started. So let me grab that package and open that up, because it's gonna be a big part of the build. So let me grab that and I'll be right back. All right, now that that's in here, I'm gonna close this garage. Whew. So, you guys think you know what it is? It's a little heavy, but I think it might be missing one. It might be missing a box. Yeah, I think this is just one of them. So it's box 1 and 2. Give you guys a hint. Jeez, I don't want this thing open. Alright, yep. Just the axles. So, just the axles. We'll wait for the housing to come in. That one might have been delayed, but we did get the axles in. So they're for multiple bolt patterns, but like I mentioned with the front, the Mustang 2 front suspension, I got the rotors for the Chevy bolt pattern, so we'll have to find new wheels for it. Probably 18s. There's one PT Cruiser that's lowered on Facebook, running 17s, but I don't know if it's a wheel design or what. They look a lot bigger than 17s. But yeah, probably do 18s on it, go a little bit wider in the rear. So probably 8-inch wide wheels up front, 9 in the back, maybe 10. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna throw you guys on time lapse. Probably get the bike out of the way a little bit. Start tearing down the front. So pretty much front clip, if you want to call it that. So I might get the hood off. But no, I don't have to take it off right away. It will come off eventually, most likely. But for now, just get the fenders off, the bumpers off, the grill, start tearing all the connectors and anything pretty much removable up here, disconnect that. I thought about putting marks already on the fenders, but I'm gonna hold off on that to get the center line, because when I'm working with it, these are going to be off for the most part, so I'll probably just put it on the frame, put the marks and everything on the frame, and then once it's lifted up, I'll put marks on the ground also to know where the center of the wheel should be, and what am I thinking? I can't even think of it now. The wheelbase and all that. So yeah, we'll get that situated, but I'll throw you guys on the time lapse, get the tools out, start tearing this apart, and get to it. That's a lot of parts. So, mentioned in one of the videos, I said I probably have about 5 into just the suspension and frame. And I think with the 4 frame rails, the Mustang 2 suspension, the cross member, and I'm gonna call it the rear end, even though just the axle showed up. It's probably creeping up to 3 already. So I still need to get the 3rd member and the 4-link set up, and then that should be it. So yeah, it'll probably be about 4 when all said and done, with what I have into just the chassis and suspension. But not worried about it, right? You don't keep track of parts and cost and stuff when you're building race cars. But yeah, throw you guys on time lapse and cut you guys back on here in a little bit. Alright, it's starting to set in yet? It's starting to set in yet. So the fenders in the bumper weren't too difficult to take off, just a bunch of 10mm bolts, a couple 7mm for the trim pieces. But yeah, it's starting to get there. Now, I did have a whole video when I did the turbo swap, like a whole series, but I decided not to put it out because I really didn't drive with the 2.4 liter turbo swapped. So this will be pulled and done up on Marketplace. Hopefully I can get somewhat of what I paid for it back. If not, I just might have to take a loss on that, a couple hundred. But I said eventually all this will come out, so all the shocks and springs and pretty much everything up under, well, I guess not too much. Once the motor comes out, transmission comes out, axles are out, pretty much the only thing left are the shocks and the K member, and I guess the AC stuff. So shouldn't be too bad. I know I'm gonna have to probably trim up the shock towers, so those will probably get trimmed out, and then might have to do some trimming on this also, but we'll see when we get there. But yeah, eventually, I'm not sure if all of this was cut out or just some of it, and then the chassis was connected back up to this cross member here. So go back through, look at some of the pictures. But yeah, all this is gonna have to, pretty much everything's gonna have to get modified some way. And then I've been looking at different, well, I'm just planning ahead, different radiator. So I'll probably look for a 3-core one. See if anybody with like the turbo or the GT PTs or PT GTs, what they do to increase cooling, because I like the factory placement of the radiator. So just get an upgraded one, some really good fans, and of course I might have to get some custom hose to line up with the LS, but we'll figure it out when we get there. But yeah, the only thing I had to cut so far is I didn't want to mess around with having to disconnect the antenna, so I just cut that, and then eventually I'll just get another one. Like I said, you can find these things all day in a junkyard. Have to find a spot for all these parts. Right now I just set them on top of the boxes, so we should be good. We'll find a spot for them. But yeah, it's not a bad look if you're going for that hot rod. A little look on it. But yeah, let me stop talking. I'll throw you guys back on a time lapse, cut the music back on, and start disconnecting some of this stuff. Alright, so another time lapse cut off, but I eventually got all the wiring out, radiator, the intercooler, the piping, and pretty much the motor should be ready to come out. Just have to debate if I want to keep at it today or enjoy the rest of my weekend, or take the tires off, get the axles out, and then pull the motor out. Like I said, it should be 2 bolts on this side, 3 on the other side. But in order to do that, I have to dig out the engine hoist and get the chains out, find some extra bolts, and yeah. So I think I'll call it a day on this one, and then pick it up back later, probably tomorrow morning, and do everything I said to get the motor out. So get the tires off, get the axles out, and 6 bolts. It's gonna be a little awkward to get it out because you have to like angle it a certain way, but I think we're there, right there. But yeah, so screen doesn't want to rotate. All right, so getting there. Yeah, I think this is pretty wide. The LS motor is about 24 with the headers on it, so it's definitely more than enough room. Really, it just depends on the cross member. I might not even have to cut the outsides for the motor clearance, but for the suspension and everything I will, and then I'll sit down there pretty low also. So yeah, it's definitely a process. I'm definitely chipping away at it little by little, so I'm gonna try to keep on it. Like I said, I'll set the wiring harness to the side, the intercooler, radiator's probably trash, so the intercooler with the motor and everything and the harness, I'll probably try to sell all that together, and then the rest will just be trash for the most part. But yeah, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. I can't wait. I can't wait. I know not a lot of views on the PT videos, but it's definitely gonna be something different. It's gonna be fun, and like I said, if I do the actual LS in here, the 6.0, it's still debating on the Caprice PPV. So whichever comes first. If this gets finished before the PPV, I'll have my 6.0. If it doesn't, then I have the 6.0 with the PPV. Maybe the V6, but I'm hoping the 6.0. But yeah, let me clean up, organize a little bit, and I'm gonna call it a day. And the next video will be actually getting the motor out.